Okay, my first stop is the Petroglyph Cave. This road looks a little sketch, but I'm gonna not go in the trench area. Let me see how this is. This land is for sale. But anyway, this is a trail up here. I believe this is the trailhead. Okay. So I guess I can walk. I have no idea. I don't know. Let me just park right here. It's a little bit lopsided. Okay, that's fine. All right, so this is the rainbow. Okay, it looks like this is the trail here. So, sorry, let me show you. That's where I'm going, supposedly. And it's 1.5 miles out and back. It's, hang on one second. Let me double check. 1.5 miles out and back to the Rainbow Canyon Petroglyph Cave. Okay, so let's put my hiking boots on and let's do this. All right, there's Prue. This is great. So this is a petroglyph cave. I can't say the word. Some words I just can't say, even if like I try to say them in American or English, doesn't matter. I just say them in Japanese. Shashin? Shashin is picture. Like shashin no totemasu ka? Can you take a picture? Or are you taking a picture? Yeah, I don't know what drawing is. What is drawing in Japanese? I don't know. But anyway, I should learn. I should go back to learning my Japanese again. Okay, so yeah, this is just in somebody's backyard over here in Cedar City. So it's about a 1.5 mile trail out and back. So I'm not bringing any water with me because it's just going to take me like, not even like 30 minutes. So yeah, I've got my hiking boots on. It's warm now. It's just suddenly warmed up here, which is fine. It's going to be in the 70s today. I'm at 5,000 or 6,000 feet, so the sun beats down. So I'm getting good sun for the next couple days, at least the next week. It's always good. Looks like there's like mountain biking trails, people mountain biking out here, dirt biking. Yeah, it's just somebody's backyard. Pretty cool. Broken glass, unfortunately. I don't know what that's about. And this is the trail. So I just put into All Trails Cedar City and then basically like bookmarked all the trails, put them into Google Maps, and then reordered Google Maps so that I could kind of just have a little, you know, adventure. Oh, hang on. I've averaged 8 hours on my phone. Great. Okay, anyway, go away. Weekly report. Yeah, so that's what I do. And so that way I can just reorder them in Google Maps, and then that will give me kind of like a little like scavenger hunt kind of thing. There is a lot of broken glass around here. Oh, shooting. Maybe people are shooting stuff. Why would you shoot glass and then ride a motorcycle through here? Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I don't know. I'm going off the trail here. Hang on one second. The blue dot's not on the green line. Okay, I need to go through this trench. Oh, no, I'm going away. Nope, come on, blue dot, go back. Go back over here. I think it's over here. Yeah. This is great. I love finding these things. These are like the little like local hidden gems. Everyone else is at Zion today, and I'm going on this little dirt trail. Yeah, I'd love to get like an ATV or something eventually in my life. Like when I have my tiny home off-grid land, you know, not like everyone else wants to do. Let me just be clear. I actually planned on buying land in Santa Fe back in like 2020. I had a little chunk of change and I was like, oh, I'm going to go buy land. It was bordered on two sides by BLM in Santa Fe, New Mexico, just outside of Santa Fe. And I ended up building a van instead. So everyone's like, oh, everyone van lifer goes, you know, every van lifer wants to build a tiny home now. I was the other way around. I wanted to build a tiny home first and then ended up building a van and decided to use that money to travel and start my nonprofit. So that's my defense. Anyway, let's go. This actually looks really fun to just ride your motorcycle over. It looks like they just go up and down these little dunes. Pretty cool. Okay, I got a little bit to go. And yeah, this is pretty easy. Just kind of walking on this little dirt road here. Just stay in the trenches and follow all trails. And this is the path leading up there. I only see footprints here, which is good. And then motorcycle tracks left and right. This reminds me of toadstools. You're just like hiking in a trench. This is a pretty cool little hike. You got a little bit of rocky areas zigzagging through. Where does it lead? I don't know. Almost to the top. Super cool. I don't know how many residents know that all this is here. Don't tell them. Don't tell anybody. I'm not even telling you guys. No. This is great. Look at these rocks. It's like the Fiat commercial where the girl like takes her boyfriend on a road trip in the new Fiat, and he's all like, you know, head deep in his iPad and his phone, and she's like, look at these crazy rocks, and then like he's not paying attention the whole time. So she pulls over to the side of the road on this mountain, and she goes, okay, we're home. And he goes, finally. And he opens the door and falls off the cliff, and then she drives off. I'm like, it's a parody, but it's kind of how us solo female travelers feel sometimes when we have whiny ass men with us. And I'm just kidding. So, but yeah, I'm like, look at these crazy rocks, look at these trees, look at all the snow. And the guy next to me is like, I'm in my phone. Anyway, okay, let's keep going. Where do I go next? I'll go up there. So you can see all these little dunes. That's what people ride their bikes over. And then up here should be the cave. It's gonna go up this little rocky scramble bit. Okay, let me concentrate on this. I think it's right up there. All right, this is it. I don't know where the petroglyphs are. Let me go up here, see if there's a view. At least I'll get a view, even if I don't see any petroglyphs. I never find them. I went to the one in Albuquerque where there's hundreds, and I'm like, I just don't see it. I just don't see it, so. Oh, wow, okay. Wow, holy crap. This is somebody's backyard, people. Where's, oh, there's Prue. There's Prue. There's my girl, where's she? There she is. Wow, and I got a neighbor. Okay, I think the cave is on the other side, so let me go down here. Watch out for the sand. It's a little sandy. Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling fine after yesterday's day at Zion. 2 bike rides and a hike. Yeah, let me go over here. I know that it looks like there's a cave on this side. I don't see any petroglyphs. Petroglyph, wait, what did it say? What is the name of this thing? It's all trails. Rainbow Canyon to Petroglyph Cave. Okay, well, where's the cave? I think it's on the other side. Because this is the end of the trail here. I'm at the end of the trail, like literally. Hang on one second. Okay. So I'm at the end of the trail and I don't see a cave except over here. So let me try to get on the other side. Hang on one second. Okay, there's a rock. I don't see any petroglyphs. Maybe they're not there anymore. Let me check the comments on all trails to see if they even exist. All right, you can't really see, but I'm looking for like little indents, not drawings. Okay, let me go see if I can find some. All right, there's a cavernous abyss and there's another cavernous abyss. So maybe they're hidden. Yeah, I'm looking for like etchings, not drawings. Okay, well, I don't see it. So I'll just have to take their word for it that there's petroglyphs here. I thought I'd see little stick men like fighting bison. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next hike. I've got like 5 hikes today. So let's get out of here. Very, very beautiful. It's nice and overcast, a little bit hot though, just because I'm in this rocky area. So let me go back to the van and then off to the next place. All right, hike number 2 and hidden gem is the Red Hollow Trailhead. Let me just make sure my door is locked. This is the road to Bryan Head. Bryan Head is a ski resort that also has downhill mountain biking in the summer. And those that live around Utah, this area, they tend to think it's their local park, which is how I feel about Angel Fire, although I'm having an affair with Big Sky. So, because I'll be at Big Sky this summer. I have a season pass, so I'm just going to be up in Montana for as long as I can be there. So over here, let's see. Oh, I have water with me this time. This is 5 miles. This is Red Hollow Trailhead to Red Hollow Trail to Thor's Hammer. Okay, yeah, it's supposed to be muddy last week, but let's take a look at the map here. Hang on one second. Let me go in here. Let me pull it up. Hang on. All right, this is the trail. It's a little bit wonky. You go up and come back, or you go up to a structure. I think that's Thor's Hammer. And then you go down to the other end. So there is parking on the trailhead at the other end too. But this is 5 miles. I don't know what it is, if it's out and back. Let's take a look here. Out and back, yeah. So 2.5 miles each way. I got my Strava going. So yeah, this should be pretty easy. Oops, hang on a minute. What's my old trails doing? Hang on. And these trails aren't really that difficult. There is a little bit of like rocky bits and stuff like that. But for the most part, you know, they're pretty tame. You can do a bunch of these short hikes throughout the day, which is what I'm trying to do today. So that's my goal. And what's really funny is that people have bucket lists like, oh, I want to go see the salt flats in Bolivia, and I want to go see that Rainbow Canyon, I think it's in Peru, that's, you know, filtered the hell out of on Instagram, and people are like, oh, it doesn't look like that in real life. Everything you could possibly want on a smaller scale is here in Utah. And that Rainbow Canyon looks pretty awesome for dirt biking. Can't dirt bike on the Rainbow Canyon in Peru. So yeah, so Utah is definitely a playground. I've never been to these things that I'm doing today. This is all new for me. So, and I've been to Utah a dozen times in the van, and I still haven't seen everything. Most people go out to Page, they go out to Lake Powell, they go out to Kanab, but you know, if you stick around the North Zion area, the Cedar City, it's significantly cooler right now as well, and you get to do these really cool hikes. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm back in the Red Rocks again. Yeah, this is great. I'm gonna be tired today. I'm dragging a little bit from yesterday. I slept really well, but I think this will be good just to kind of do a couple of these hikes and then park up in a much cooler BLM this evening, veg out and work on my computer a little bit, watch some movies. Yeah, I watch a lot of travel shows, but I also veg. I let my brain, you know, go to mush a few times. But anyway, not busy at all for a Sunday. Oh, look at dog shit. Thank you, locals. Anyway, seriously, I would pick up dog shit, but I don't touch people's poo. But I do pick up trash, but I don't pick up dog shit. Anyway, back to the hike. So there's a little bit uphill here. This is great. Very, very easy. Not very slippery. So that's good. I can't imagine when it's raining, it's all muddy. But do not hike in these areas when it's raining. All of this was made by water. So yeah, you don't want to be on here when it's raining. There's rock slides, mud, all that stuff. This is a fantastic hike. Really, really nice. I don't think you can mountain bike on it. Maybe you can. You just have to pedal up. This is great. So now I'm going to go on the Thor's Hammer part. So I'm going to make a right and then backtrack and then go to the rest, which I think is a loop. It's like a out and back, but then you loop back on the other side. This is great. Okay, super easy. Blue flow, Thor's Lookout. Yeah, not like, you know, there's two versions of Thor. There's Thor and then there's Fat Thor. So I don't know which one this is going to be. Pretty cool. Okay, I thought this was Thor's Hammer, but it's Thor's Hideout Trail. So I'm going to the end right here. It's just the lookout part, then I'll do the rest of the trail. That goes down. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I see the road. There's a family in the cave over there, so I took a picture of them. I'm like, smile, say apocalypse. Okay, so now I'm going to go back and do the rest of the trail. I think they're just hanging out over here. Yeah, it's very confusing. The blue dot was going all over the place. It was like one of those like markers when you're like following along on the piano. I was like, where is it bouncing around to? Okay, let me go down. Yeah, even though the trail is like marked, well, like it's a trail right here. Okay, it's not showing up on all trails in the same place. That's why the blue ball is like bouncing around. But eventually you'll get back to the trail. So I'm just gonna go down here, a little bit steep. This is great. So I've got my buff, I've got my hiking gloves fully covered, and yeah, sun protection, hat. I wear makeup foundation. Where am I going? Oh, I wear makeup foundation that is 45 SPF. Ow. Where am I going? Oh, yeah, 45 SPF. So I don't wear sunscreen. Ow. I just keep getting hit on fucking trees. No, yeah, so I wear sunscreen that's 45 SPF, which is like a makeup brand, but it's Bobbi Brown liquid foundation. And so I don't wear sunscreen. Sunscreen tends to just wash off my face, clogs up my pores, but I just cover myself instead. And then I just, on my face, just wear that makeup. So yeah, it's really, really good. Some days I feel older because of my spine and my arthritis and herniated discs and all that stuff that you can't see. So I look normal, but I'm actually crippled and in pain most days. But moving around helps. Mornings are hard. Mornings are always hard. But I have memory foam mattress, and you know, that helps. But yeah, there's some days where I don't move and you don't get to see those. I'm not going to film me just writhing in bed. But there's other days where I can move around, and people go, well, how do you mountain bike if your hands don't work? And you know, how do you hike if you have a spine disability? I said, look, my legs are fine. I can move. I just can't move a lot. Like, you know, so I'm just doing, you know, bare minimum, you know, but I do it over and over again every day. So it's just the same as someone that's running a marathon every day. You know, I do what I can. So moving helps. Moving, I wish I could do yoga more, but I can't bear weight on my hands. So I'm going to have to figure out, maybe start doing Pilates. Maybe that would be easier, because then I can use the machines. I can't really lift weights, but there are some machines at the gym that I can push with my hands. I just can't grip and lift. So yeah, so I have to see what would help. I haven't been to the gym in over a week and a half now because I haven't been near a gym except Planet Fitness, and that was just for a shower. But yeah, so EOS Fitness, definitely want to you know, go back there and do that. I'll do it in Salt Lake City when I'm back there for like 2 days because it'll be really hot. So I'll go to EOS Fitness and go on the stair climber, which always helps for hiking and doing these you know, steep hikes. My legs are very strong, incredibly strong legs. Very strong. I've actually gained, since the pandemic, I've gained 15 pounds, but I haven't changed dress size, you know, because I've gained all that muscle in my legs and, you know, thighs and part of my arm, you know, so, but I need to just, you know, get a little bit stronger in the upper body. It's just hard. Even holding this phone right now hurts. So, okay, well, let's go back down and continue the hike. All right, now I'm going to go down the switchbacks and use the restroom in that that parking lot over there. That might be a good overnight parking lot too. There's no restrictions out here. You can park at trailheads. Oh, those switchbacks, oh, those are cool. I guess I'm not going on those. That's a different trail. That looks pretty cool. Okay, this is great. This reminds me a little bit of Casper, Wyoming, when I did that hike there. I didn't even know they had a ski resort in Wyoming at all. Just thought it was flat. But yeah, I need to use the restroom. So I'm going to hightail it down there and then make my way back. This fantastic trail. Strava was screwing up. It didn't track the first like 2 miles of my hike. But I'm going back that way anyway, so it'll still track it when I'm on my way back. So it's been messing up a couple times. I think when I turn Strava on and I turn my phone off, like I put it on like, you know, sleep mode, I have to let it activate for a minute or two before I can put it on sleep mode. Otherwise it just, you know, doesn't track. It tracks the time, just not the distance. Yeah, so after this I'm going to Cedar Breaks National Monument. Oh, my daughter's texting me. Okay, she's doing her little digital art, and then I put it on Reddit for her, on her page that she's on. I monitor her account. But anyway, so that's how we stay close when we're apart. But yeah, so I'm gonna go to Cedar Breaks National Monument after this. But yeah, this hike's great. I've only been hiking for about an hour. A little bit slower because I had that big uphill part. But once I go this way back, I'm just going to go straight back on the loop and it'll be all good. So yeah, I don't know why Strava's screwing up. I do need to use the restroom. So let me hightail it down there to the parking lot. Here's the parking lot. I think you go up a dirt road to get here because it looks like a trail. So yeah, so maybe it's best that I was down at the other one, but this is great. A couple just walked by and they asked me if I did the loop, and I said I'm doing the whole thing. Doing the whole thing all the way up to Thor's lookout, which wasn't really much of a lookout, but anyway, yeah, it's a better lookout from the mountain view up there. And there's another van. They also have a disc golf, which I've never played. I totally never win. I don't even think I can throw a disc with my wrist, even though it's on my left hand. My right hand's not very dexterity. Doesn't have. I'm not ambidextrous. Bleh, words. Okay, all right, so toilet's been done. Let's go up. This would be great. There's no restrictions here for overnight parking. I just, you know, would have to get up that dirt road. This would be like, you know, a multi-day chill out, but it is quite warm right now and my side door doesn't open. So I'll have to go to higher elevations. I am looking forward to boondocking tonight. I think it's a really good spot. So it's a big parking lot behind some trees. So that'll be great. Anyway, okay. So I don't know if this is the car for that couple that asked me. They look like they were big hikers. Redwoods. What's GRCA? GRCA, Arizona. Don't know that one. Zion, obviously. Capitol Reef, Bryce Canyon, Oregon. Riding the struggle bus. You have died of dysentery. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so let's walk back. So do the hike back, and it shouldn't take me that long, probably 45 minutes, and then go on to hike number 3. So I need to get air in my tires at some point. So I think I'm biking. Maybe not today, and I don't think I'm biking for a few days, but I don't know if Bryce Canyon has any bike pumps. They should. I don't know why people don't have just a bike pump laying around. Oh, excuse me. I have an air compressor somewhere. Just can't be bothered to find it. And here they have black diamond, blue, and green. All the mountain bike trails over there. Two-way biking and hiking. Really, really cool. There's a good trail outside of Glenwood Springs, Glenwood Springs, Colorado, that I did, where they have mountain biking, but it's only one way, which is good. But you have to pedal up. So now that I have my gears fixed, pedaling up isn't that hard. I did it on the road the other day in St. George. So yeah, but this is, this is how I travel. So every day, do something in the morning, and then afternoons and evenings mostly are for working because everything's dark and closed, and you can't really do much outside except stargazing, which I don't have an astronomy degree, so I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm like, what? Starlink. Yeah. Doing the loop on the other side, there's the other trail down there. This side is far more interesting. It's a ridge line. Get a little bit of a view, a little bit of uphill, which is fine, but this is great. So yeah, so I'm almost at the top of the loop to the rock pile, and then back down to the van. And then I'm going to make some lunch and then head over to Cedar Breaks. So I think I have two more. Let's see here. I think I have, yeah, these are all my hikes today. I've got like two more hikes. So I've got 8 miles. I don't know if I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that another day on the way back. I'll do that another day. And then 5 miles for the Cedar Breaks National Monument. So I will skip the Ashdown Gorge Trail. I'll do that on the way out of Bryce, because I still have some buffer days. So I'll go do that on the way out, and yeah, it'll be good. It's very dry right now, but yeah, so I'll do one more hike today, and then I'm going to go into Cedar City before I go to Cedar Breaks and see if someone can pump my tire up, and then take a little lunch break, and then drive. I only think it's like 20 minutes to get to Cedar Breaks, and then yeah, so I'll do that, and then I'll park up in BLM. So hopefully I've got Wi-Fi in BLM. That would be great, so I can work on my computer. So anyway, otherwise I'll come back into Cedar City, work at a Starbucks, and then go to the BLM. Or I can just come back here and stay at one of these trailheads, which would be perfectly fine. Well, this is freaking beautiful. Okay, this is the 8-mile hike that I'm not going to do, but I am going to park in the sun over here, and I am going to make some lunch. And my door still doesn't open. I think I know why the door isn't opening. I think I need to move my plastic containers. So this is lopsided. That's not going to work. Why am I lopsided? That's the other reason. I can't be lopsided. So I'm going to have to go park on the other side over there. Hang on. It's like I can't move. I'm stuck. All right, let me go. Yes, I'm going uphill here. This is absolutely stunning. This is beautiful. And I'm going to park maybe over here. I don't know. Yeah, this is the 8-mile hike. I have water shoes, I have all that stuff. I just don't feel like doing it today. I'd rather do it when I'm done after Bryce Canyon. I'll come back through here and I'll do it. But look at that over there. I'm actually not going to make lunch here. I did manage to get the door open, which was good. So I did figure out it was because the Tupperware was blocking, like pushing against the door. So I just pushed the door in from the outside. That's fine. I'm going to go to Cedar Breaks National Monument anyway right now. Be a little cooler than sitting here, and then I'll have lunch there, and then I'll just do an afternoon hike. So don't really have anything else to do. It's only 1 p.m. So I've got plenty of time. The other hike's only about 5 miles, and that'll give me time to explore the park. And then it stays light until about 8:30, 9 o'clock now. So like I said, if I don't do the hike till this afternoon, that's fine. And I'll come back when it's cooler, or maybe later in the day after Bryce, and do the hike over here. But yeah, this is more of a water hike. I don't feel like having wet hiking boots right now. So, okay, sorry, my socks are drying. Let me head out and let's go to Cedar Breaks. Never been there before. I was going to go last time, but it was cold and snowing. So, okay, let's go explore now. All right, now I'm turning into, why are you beeping at me, dude? I'm going as fast as the car in front of me. So now I'm going to Cedar Breaks National Monument. Road closed to vehicles over 26,000 tons. What is that? That's like half the planet. What vehicle weighs that much? Okay, never been here. Brian Head's only 12 miles away. Maybe I'll head up there today. I don't think there's anything going on there. I don't think they have any downhill mountain biking or anything. They might have hiking. Maybe that's what I do. Oh, there's snow! Oh my god! Oh my god, there's snow! There's snow! because I'm at like 10,000 feet right now. This is beautiful. I have never been over here, ever. I have never had a chance to come up here. The snow. I love that I can still see snow in this country until like the middle of the year. This is great. Anyway, maybe I'll go visit Brian Head. Maybe I'll see if someone can put air in my tires over there. I have to check when I'm in Wi-Fi, when I get to Cedar Breaks. I don't think there's Wi-Fi there, but I'm gonna go do this last hike. Actually, I'm gonna rest for a little bit, do this last hike, and maybe I'll pop up to Brian Head for the early evening, check out what's up there, and then just, you know, get some mountain views. And maybe go talk to them about the bike park, see if I can get a pass when it opens in a couple weeks. Because I'll be coming back down here eventually, maybe, at some point. And I would like to ride the park. I'm not going to go to Angel. I don't think I'll go to Angel Fire this year. I think I'm just going to stay. Well, okay, so Angel Fire goes until the end of October. But there's no point. Well, yeah, I mean, if I ride for 6 days, excuse me, if I ride for 6 days, I've basically paid for the pass. The pass is now $375. So if I ride for like 6-7 days, which I ride for like weeks on end there, but I don't know what I'm doing the rest of the year. I just know that for the summer, at least, I'm going to be up in Montana until Big Sky, you know, but I have to drive down to Salt Lake City and fly home every 2 weeks. It's just this time I've got 3 weeks. So the idea is that I can be up in Big Sky for, you know, like 11 days at a time, then fly home, so I can ride for 10 days, drive back to Salt Lake City, go home for the weekend, come back, drive back up. But yeah, I mean, there's still snow up here. This is great. And it's 55 degrees, which is amazing. This is beautiful. Check this out. That is stunning. This is like definitely like Enchanted Circle vibes right now. I'm feeling like I'm in northern New Mexico, and it makes me happy. So, Utah. You have so much beauty. Everything you could possibly want is within like a 1 or 2 hour drive. You could be in a canyon, you could be in the desert, then a canyon, and then, you know, high desert, waterfall, forest, ski resort, back in the desert. I mean, yeah, it's not just Moab. Utah is not just Moab and frickin' Arches National Park. It's all of this too. And this is the western side of Utah, so I highly recommend getting your ass out here. If you're going to Zion and you've got a couple extra days, come up to 15. Stop in Canaraville. Oh, this guy's leading the parade. Yeah, stop in Canaraville. Stop in Cedar City. Make your way on this road. Don't go the other way to Bryce like you would from Zion. Go through, like, go to St. George for a bit if it's not too hot. Check out Snow Canyon. Like, do this whole area. It's absolutely amazing. So I'm going to pull over and take a picture because I haven't had a picture of the van and a monument sign in a while. So I'm going to go over here. Yay! Oh my God, I'm trying to go to all of the 400 or so national monuments in the country. I've got about 250 of them, maybe I've visited. Okay, let me take a picture quickly. Oh, it's chilly out here. This is great, there's snow. Oh my God, I love it. Okay, so there it is.